the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger.
Hi, good evening and welcome. This is Strong and Sassy here on your superstation, Joy 99.7. I can't believe it's been a week already. But thank you so much for choosing to be here with me tonight. My name is Animwaa Anim-Addo. And for the next 48 minutes or so, we're going to be having a conversation about business. It's always exciting, when we have these conversations, where women come in, successful women come in, and, they can talk to us about their businesses and the challenges and the successes and, give us tips on how to navigate business. This is always exciting because it hasn't always been like this. We know that a very, very, very maybe long time ago, women were not economically empowered as much as they are today. So it's always really exciting for me when we can have these conversations. I'm super excited tonight because I have two amazing, amazing women. I'm going to try not to discriminate because one of them, went to get hip. So I'm going to try not to. But Mabel is here. Mabel is the owner of M Sims. Hi, Mabel. Good evening.
Hi, Animwaa. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good.
So Mabel, obviously went to
Live pure.
yes. I'm gonna try not to do that. But also, my other guest is another good friend of mine, and it's interesting. Baba.
Yeah.
So Baba and I are in Roverman together. But Baba, so many years ago, I don't know if you were kind of starting-ish when I first met you. Obviously, you weren't as established as you were today, but you were just really quiet, and there was always like these whisperings of, Baba is doing Kente and Baba is doing Kente, and it was like so under G, and then all of a sudden, it kind of like just boom, in your face. So I always get a little bit emotional, like, when I see you out there doing something, I'm like, oh. I've probably never said that before, but anyways. So Baba, owner of Go Back Kente, is here as well. So welcome, you guys.
Thank you, Animwaa. And I'm still very, very quiet.
Yes.
Very,
No, you are, but
yes.
I mean, obviously the brand
That's
is more
how I am, but the brand is there.
The brand is
Yes.
yeah. And of course, your brand is also very well known. For really interesting
I love
things.
I've loved them forever. I'm so happy
really
to be here with
interesting
her.
things. Yeah,
She's
very.
inspired me so many years.
Oh, look at
so
you.
many years.
Wow.
She's done well. She's built a brand. How many years has it been?
14.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you are also up there. Like,
Thank
Goba
you.
is like the go-to Kente
For Kente, yeah.
for Kente
yeah.
now. And the one you won your birthday, like, that was...
Wow, observers have been observing.
Thank you. The hand painted?
Yes,
You
they
loved
painted.
it? Come,
Very
let's do one
creative.
for you.
Definitely.
Thank
I've been
you.
eyeing it.
Yeah.
you.
I haven't
Yeah.
celebrated my 40th very well, so yeah.
We
gonna
can talk
come.
about that.
What does that mean? You haven't said you've celebrated. The day has passed. So you're saying you
It's
haven't.
supposed to be a year-long celebration.
Hey,
Yes.
madam. I don't know about that. Anyway, so let's get into business. Let me start with you. Mabel, take us through maybe just about 3 minutes of what it was like, the starting and, kind of up to where we are now.
So, MSIM started 14 years ago. I think these days people say they are tired of hearing how much we started our businesses with, but I ask myself, do they want to hear the truth or do they want us to lie?
Yeah.
But then we started very small, I remember I started with my own savings of 100 cedis, and a colleague in the office gave me 100 cedis to start. So that was like 200. And I'm not lying about this. And I started working for my parents' porch. I love art, so I did visual arts in Wesley Girls.
Okay.
And then I did communication design in KNUST. So my background is in art. But after school, you know how it is like. Everyone wants to work in the office, So I didn't really do anything related to art then. I worked here in multimedia at Hit FM as a producer for a while. And then I moved on to work with a marketing communications company. But the love for art was still there. And at a point I asked myself that, okay, 4 years of studying communication design, studying visual art, I still love art. What can I do? I didn't want to do graphic design.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I want to do something with the African print, So I started making dress broches and belts. and I didn't know how to sew then.
Wow. Okay.
So,
That's
yes.
interesting.
I would go to my seamstress and then she'd make something, but I was looking at the timelines and all, and it wasn't really working out for me. So I said, okay, then I need to employ somebody. So I asked around and then got one person to work with. And we started operating from my parents' porch, what we call veranda. That's where we started working from, with one sewing machine, my grandmother's sewing
machine. Wow.
Exactly, yes. That's how MSIM started. And I remember my storeroom was actually an old truck of my father that was parked in the compound. So that's where I would keep all my raw materials. Wow. So from dress brooches, and then somebody said, okay, can you make me a clutch press? And then we just did a clutch press. Can you make me this? Then we'll do it. Like, it was just trial error. Then one day we had a contract, and we're pressed for time, and I had to sit behind the sewing machine and sew. Like, just use my mind and say, okay, I can operate it, I can do it.
Okay.
So I taught myself how to sew within that, period. And that's how MSIM started 14 years ago from my parents' porch. Now we have our own physical shop that we built in North Kaneshi.
Okay, so we've moved
from Osu.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
We've moved from Osu, yes.
Okay.
We have our own shop, our own space, our own home now in North Kaneshi. Yes.
That must feel amazing, right?
Yes, I think despite all the challenges,
Yeah.
it's fulfilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fulfilling. And it just hasn't been us, it just hasn't been the team, it's also been our clients, because we wouldn't have come this far without our clients, without the support we received from, every person that's bought from us, that's recommended us, that even likes our post on social media. It's just not us, and it's by the grace of God that we are where we are.
Wow, awesome. Baba,
Animwaa.
yes, tell us your story.
It's a very long one. Where do you want it to start
From the beginning. And why Kente?
Okay.
I mean, okay, so tell us why Kente and how Kente. And then the kinds of Kente, because you've really, I don't want to use the word deviated, because it's like it has a negative connotation, but in a positive way, you've moved Kente from the very traditional to things, like just. So why, how, and then the things.
I always say unemployment took me to entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Because I studied economics and mathematics in Legon. After finding a job was quite difficult. I got some jobs here and there, but I didn't like it. So I had to make a decision and feed myself. Of course, you are a graduate now. Nobody's going to feed you. So I was telling them, Sims, I actually started with handbags. I don't know if that time you knew me then. There was a point around 2006. It was really in vogue. Printed bags and slippers.
Yes.
So that was my first business. And then I'll be going on campuses to sell to students across. So my mom was like, you know what? If this is what you want to do, I've always loved to sell Kente. Is this
Your
something?
mom?
My mother.
Okay.
I said, Kente, what is Kente? Because I didn't even own one.
Yeah.
But when she said, I was like, you know what? I'd give it a shot. Let me go to the home of Kente, which we all know in Ghana as Bonre. Let me see what I can do with Kente. So I went there. My husband now, then boyfriend, actually loaned me some money. Shout out to you, Harry and Michelle. I know you are listening.
Oh, that's amazing.
Loaned me some money, and then that is how I started a business. So I go to Bonre, buy about 4 or 5 to 10 Kente. And anymore, everyone that I met on the road, I will tell you that I'm selling Kente. The way I would say it, you might actually think I own this huge mansion somewhere. But I'll tell you that, you know what? It's a new startup. It's in my car boot. Would you like to see it? Somebody walked into the store recently and said, you know what, Baba? I'm really proud of you. I said, why? She said, we met at Fiesta Royal. We were having breakfast. You finished, waited for us. Spoke to, hello, ladies. Baba Ankra. I do Kente. Would you like to see what I have? Anyway, it was just about 5 pieces of Kente in the cupboard.
Wow.
But guess what? My dream job came along.
When you were doing the
Yes.
Kente.
When I was doing the business.
What job was that?
It was banking. I've always loved to be a banker.
Oh, wow.
Growing up, it was 2 things, to be an actress or a banker. So banking was my dream job. It came along, and then I totally ignored the business, forgot about it, killed it.
So you went into the banking?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I
Left
didn't know
everything. I mean, I would have clients call me, we met you here, we got your card here. Are you still into the Kente business? I said, no, I'm working in the bank.
Okay.
It's all done. So I turned 30. This was 7 years ago. I turned 30. I was like, God, what's the next step? And anymore, the instruction was so clear. Go back to your business. There was no business to go back to.
To go back to, yeah.
It was all done. I had stopped doing this close to 5 years. Nobody knew Goba anymore. It wasn't even Goba Kente. It was just Goba when I was selling the bags. So I decided, okay.
What does Goba stand for?
Can you take a guess? Can you?
Wow.
It used to be my initials.
So
Okay.
A for Ankara,
Okay.
Ankara,
Okay. Ankara.
B for Baba,
Baba,
O
and
for
then Gloria.
Okay.
But now we've been able to coin an acronym around Goba.
Okay.
So Ghanaian originated bold accessories just
If there
for
was an
Ghanaians.
H, if there was an H, I would have said Harry.
Yeah, Globa, glory, that would have, yeah. Because I mean, M Sims is quite straightforward, you know, maybe, yeah. So that's
so I
easy
just
to
picked
put.
my initials, added the O to it, and just put
Okay.
together. But then I got that inspiration from Oprah. You know,
Yeah,
her studio
Harpo.
Harpo.
Okay.
So I said I could play with
You
my
could
name
play with
and
your-
then
yeah.
do this. 2018, let's pick up Goba again. Started ba. And we are here. The Goba we all know, the Goba Kente, people seems to know and love so much. It's just about 6 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
But it's a lot of
done.
work that has gone into it. It started very small, like you said, whispers here and there. But I didn't give up on it. It's small. That's your baby. When you water it, it will grow. A lot of people see it. They want it today. They don't want the work and the processes that went into it. But there was a time that when I closed from my corporate work and I come home, this is when I work. This is when I learned how to use social media to market my business. So instead of sleeping for about 6 hours, I would have just 2 hours of sleep. Because the next morning, you're going back to work. But I wanted this to work. And when I decided that finally I'm leaving the bank again to come and do this fully, told myself, Baba, there's no way out. You are coming to go back into and you are coming to build it and make it successful and make it a recognizable brand for Ghana. Because now our main identity is that we are preserving the cultural heritage of Kente
Yeah,
in Ghana.
yeah.
Look at what you mentioned. We've always known Kente to be red, yellow, green, your regular typical Ghana colors. If we left it that way,
It would die.
would
out.
you want to wear Kente
Yeah,
again?
no,
Because
no.
you have it already, right?
Yeah.
You have it in the same colors. But let me make it juicy for you. Look at what I'm wearing.
So how
Neutral
do you
toned.
How do you? Because you know the Kente that you sell is. It does some what's if I don't see you wearing it or I don't see the Goba, I don't think it's Kente. It looks. I don't know what it is. Did you know what I mean? It doesn't fit into the.
It's the yarns and putting creativity to practice. I always say these artisans are the most skilled. They need a lot of training and empowerment for them to believe in what you're doing. Because trust me, weaving this is not straightforward work. Every yarn in the loom, it's counted. Anymore, if they are doing it 5 in a row, it has to be counted. Then the next one will be about 7. Putting the colors together, it's a lot of work, but that is creativity. It never runs out.
Yeah. So did they do it here? Or
They do it here. I have weavers in Accra, and then I work with weavers in Bonray too as well. We are building a linked community in Ghana.
So who designs the designs?
we do.
That like you have a team.
Yes, so I have an illustrator. We put colors together, especially with the ombre designs that you see out there. You know, ladies, we all have our favorite colors. Somebody like red purple, I want to see how the gradients will look like. Can you put it together for me? And then we pick patterns, inspirations online. It could be a flower that I saw somewhere or a dress that you are wearing. Pick it up and make a new creation for you exclusively.
I think maybe that's become the like your unique selling point is the the different types of kente that you're able to, which is really exciting. So let me go back to Mabel. So take us through your creative process as well, because you don't just do like one thing. I mean, you do a whole
like
lot of different
creative
things.
hub.
Yeah.
So we make handbags, handmade handbags. We make laptop bags, backpacks, And now we are doing clothing as well.
Okay.
You know, we are doing bubus. We are like what I'm wearing. So there's our latest design. It's called the Bempoma bubu.
Okay. So a mixture of
it's
tie and dye.
tie and dye, and then fugu.
Fugu in
So
there.
fugu is like northern
Kente,
kente.
yeah.
It's also like a traditional fabric. So it's a blend of that. So we are also do the designs, and then we stitch everything together from the bags to the clothing. We do everything in our production space.
So the ideas, you guys kind of, so same way you sit down and then
Yes,
you
so
come
we
up
sit
with-
down. So, you know, sometimes it's just not myself. Although I'm the creative lead, I come up with a design. I look at it with a team because sketching and putting it together is different when you come to like, you know, the stitching or the manufacturing stage. So we all look at it, we do a sample, see what we have to take out, add, and even when we finalize it in the course of, I mean, selling, we still look at how to improve the design. We just don't stop there. So it's a whole creative process from sketches to colors, what kind of materials to use, to the production stage.
Wow, that's very interesting. Both of you, like really interesting. Anyway, so now let's talk about the business and friends and family and you know all of that. You think, I think Mabel, it was you talked about your clients and how, you know, they've made you who you are, obviously the people who buy from you. Let's talk about your friends, for example. You know, what has that been? I know it's gonna seem like you're bashing if you don't have positive things or whatever. Anyway, but what has it been like? You know,
For me,
your friendships.
it's a business.
Because you know
Your
we
clients-
generally don't take our friends seriously. Like
we?
generally, like I mean, I don't know, but most of my friends, if I'm doing something, they don't take me serious. My friends, like if my friend says, "Oh, I'm Charlie," I'm like, "Charlie, you're on your own."
Well,
Like I'm not.
For me, I have this mindset that it's a business. I'm serving everybody, just not my family or my friends.
Okay, so you're not focused on.
No, a few times you see people complain that, oh, when they post something, their friends don't share or their friends are not buying from them. But honestly, I think I have more clients who are not friends or clients who have become friends
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I.
than
That's the
friends
question. Yeah,
who have become clients.
clients. Yeah.
Yes. So, business is business.
So it doesn't really bother you whether your friends
No,
are.
I think it's just a
supporting or-
mindset thing. Business is business. If you're my friend and you appreciate what I'm doing and you're not buying from me, well, it's not my problem.
Okay.
Those who appreciate what I'm doing would come and buy.
Yeah.
Does it affect your friendships?
Sometimes it does, especially when they want discounts and you say no.
And freebies.
And freebies. But how do you control this? I think we've just put in a system. So as much as possible, I've tried to create a system where all orders go through the sales department, because I separate my my personal finances from the business finances. I try not to get it mixed up.
Okay.
And that's one of the ways that helped us grow.
Okay.
So imagine you have 50 friends and everybody comes in and says, give me a discount. Count your losses.
Yeah.
Or all the 50 people say, okay, I want this, but I'll pay later. How are you going to survive? How are you going to buy your raw materials? How are you going to pay your bills? You know? So sometimes you've got to put in systems and you've got to be disciplined about it.
But even with the systems, right? I mean, there's almost always room for, if you consider our cultural society, right? You know, if I come into your shop and you're saying, oh, you know, the system is this, I say, you know, my response may be, oh, you cry, you are doing something, like you're being some way, you know, after all, it's your business. Like, just take, like, let me just give you, like, what is that? Like, you know what I mean?
It's true. You can't always be like, you know, straight like that. But as much as possible, let's say maybe even if it's 90% of the time, you need to follow the system you have put in place. Yeah. Because if you don't, as a leader, if you don't put that in place, what do you expect the other team members to also do?
Well, I feel like it's easier for them to put it in place because it's not their business. You know, it's not like they can say, oh, I'm giving my friends a
but
discount,
leadership by
but-
example.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Leadership by example. It's not easy, but, well, sometimes somebody comes, you don't even know the person, but through conversation, you know, willingly, you just say, okay, take 5% off, you know. But 90% of the time, you need to make sure that because Animwaa Imagine if Sims is giving discount to everybody. See how price changes all the time. And Baba would say this: we can't even change our prices.
Yeah. You can't keep up.
You
with
know,
the
so
rates.
sometimes, like, we are really at that tough place, when it comes to pricing. So if you are giving discounts, so that's why sometimes we run promos, and we expect that people will take advantage of the promos, because when you go to, let's say, ShopRite, these same people will go to ShopRite and pay the full amount.
Yeah, well, because we don't know the owners, they're not our friends.
So why do you need to know us?
No, but I know you. You're my friend. I mean, like, so.
So if I am your friend, then you should support me.
Yeah, that's
you
what.
should
That's
be happy that, hey,
we
Big
should
Mom
even
is
be
doing
willing
this.
to pay more.
Exactly.
But we are not.
Why?
I don't
me.
know. It's just I don't know. It's just a wiring thing, because I mean it's not just with you guys but across board. So I'm thinking about, for example, the number of times that I walk into Red Ginger, and I grew up with Christine, and it's like, I'm not going to pay for color, I'm not going to pay for this, I'm not going to pay for this, and I've done it for years. And every so often she'll complain a little bit. I'm like, but why are you complaining? Like,
no, don't do that again.
Like, no, like, why are you complaining? I've come to go and wash my. She's like, but shampoo has become expensive, and this has become expensive. I'm looking at her like, what is the point of the friendship?
Yeah, every now and
Like,
then
if I have
we
to,
can, Yeah, every now and then we can say, okay, Baba, maybe this 10% off, or this is a gift for you. Maybe it's your birthday.
Yeah.
We can give you something, but it shouldn't be. It's a
All
business.
the-
Listen,
yeah.
if our business collapses, okay, you'd go and find another person who makes clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll be the ones who support you through the bankruptcy, though.
Are you serious?
I'm just saying. No, I'm playing devil's advocate, because most Ghanaians, I'm sure, think this way when it comes
no,
to
most Ghanaians
their
think
friends.
that. You see, this is how Ghanaians calculate. let's say Sims made the sandbag, right? We are selling it for, let's say, 500 cedis, okay? Now, 500.
Did M-Sims make
No,
this
we didn't
bag?
make this. This is Baba's bag.
Okay.
Yes, no, Sims didn't make this bag.
Okay.
So let's say that this bag is 500 cedis, okay? And this is how they calculate. Hey, let's say today she sold 10 bags. So in one day, she's made what?
5,000.
5,000 Ghana cedis. They haven't calculated cost of raw materials, electricity,
No.
labor, even the thread, maintenance costs, all the other utilities, VAT,
yeah,
water,
yeah.
Data.
It's just that you're making a lot.
Exactly.
It's like how when I saw, I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago, like the biggest wedding of the year was the Kojo Jones, So when I saw that it was like Goba that had done it, I was like, oh, Baba has become a
She's a rich
millionaire.
woman.
Like, she has made it. Like, she has arrived. Like, it's about time I passed there, pick up a few pieces. Because, like, Charlie,
Yeah.
it's like...
I got that a lot. A lot of people sent me messages saying that. But guess what? That was my biggest order. So how do you even know if I priced it well?
Yeah.
How do you even make that analysis? Because you want the order, right? You don't want to lose that business.
Yeah.
So you would have to cut corners.
What
to
was that
make sure.
like? Because I'm sure that was pretty big, wasn't it?
It was big. And Kojo and the family, right from the mother to Kojo to the bride, all of them were amazing. We worked together as a team. They came together. They came with a peacock concept. They wanted to see it come to fruition. You call them, you send samples, they see it, they approve of it. Working with them was very easy. Then you give your quote, okay, I'm charging this amount. I need 80% delivered. Down payment. They paid, and then we started work.
Okay,
I
that
like
sounds
that kind
easy.
of client.
Yeah, you
know
would.
I do.
She said,
But
I like that kind
let's
of
talk about the
client.
friends. I have had very supportive friends.
Okay.
I have to be fair. I have to say that. I've had a doctor. I told you I was selling the bags. Zainabu was in medical school at Kolebo. I remember. I tell her, Z, I'm coming. Okay, Baba, come around this time. I won't be in lectures or anything. I would go around with you and sell with you. She'll be holding the things and going around to sell with me. When I didn't have money to pay models, I would tell my friends, I want to do a shoot. Would you like to shoot? They would show up and come come and do the shoot. So generally for me, my friends, they have been very supportive.
Okay.
And I've had friends who were willing to go and pay money elsewhere to go and find Kente from there. I don't have any beef with you. But me, your birthday, you won't receive pen from me. What my yes. I'm not entitled to your money. And I'm not entitled to you deciding that come choose Goba. If you do, you'll love it because we will give you something good for your money, value for your money, right? You will feel good that you're wearing Goba Kente.
Yeah.
Because hey, it's the ish in Ghana. But if you don't want to work with me too, it is fine. I put in effort and make sure that I target my clients, because maybe where I want to even take into to, my friends can't see that
Can't
vision.
see. Yeah. Yeah.
So I learned that very quickly. And
Okay.
the business has done well, is grown to where it is right now. More of customers than friends.
Okay.
I've had a friend call me that, I tried calling you, you didn't pick up, so I had to go and buy kente elsewhere. And then I asked him, the place you went to buy the kente from, did you know the owner? He said, no, I found the number online. I said, so when you were trying to reach my personal number, did you try to find Goba online? He said, oh, I didn't think about it
Or
that
just
way.
go to the shop.
Or just go to the shop. We had the flagship store there. He said, no, I didn't think about it that way. Then I said, no, it wasn't Goba that you wanted to do business with. It was Baba that you wanted to impress. But if we aspire to be all these global brands, then our friends should respect us enough to be able to stay away from the business. The business should be able to operate on its own.
Separately from
Separately.
the friendship.
Because if everything's surrounded around me, anymore, I won't have the time to go to my daughter's PTA meeting. I won't have the time to do that. I won't have the time to even take any small break. And any major thing would fall on you. Your friend client will tell you that I tried to reach out to you. You weren't responding. But if there's a system and a structure in place, Mabel, I'm happy that you want to order kente. May I ask Nana or Alfred or Patricia to assist you? And I move it quietly there.
Okay.
That way there's a system to it.
Okay.
My friends will still come into my DM because they want discount.
Okay. So
And
they
they'll
come
call
for
you
this.
to- 10
They
times.
they would come for discount. Some I stand my ground. Some if there's a way about it.
Yeah.
For example, we just did a promo graduation. A friend called. Oh, I know your promo ended yesterday, but I want to buy today. Can you do something about it? I said, unfortunately, no. Because I have a team that I'm working with, that we are building. We are trying to build a system. So we said we are doing a 1-day promo. If it's done, it's done. It's done. And I try to stand by the standards that I set.
That must be tough.
It is tough. Because your friends will tell you that, what about so? You think you're about, you
Like,
think-
oh, now you are set.
Yes, yes,
Like it's
yes.
been me and you.
Yes,
we
yes,
eating
yes.
both floats and now
But it's
one day
fine.
promo, one
It's
day
fine,
promo.
my basso. Because if I don't do it well and it fails again, you will laugh at me. You know, when you're starting something, your friends don't come along. They don't really support you. Why are you resigning from the bank to go and do Go Back Kente?
Yeah.
What is Go Back Kente? But suddenly they'll be in your DMs. Baba, how did you do it? Do you know I want to leave too? Same people were laughing at you. So your friends, like you said, you go and do your hair. I won't allow you to do that. I have to talk to Christine. No. If it's your birthday,
There was an example.
I
It was an
If it's your
example.
birthday, we are celebrating you anymore.
Yeah.
But let's make the money. Like always, bring the money, pay cash, so that I say names. You know what? Let's go to Kempinski. Let's go and have a swim. Bill is on me. Because I know when you
Yeah.
need something from Goba, you will bring the money and the business would grow.
Yeah.
So if there are some returns coming in and I want to spoil my friend, I would go all out for you.
I get it.
That's
I get it. I mean, I brought it up because I think I really wanted us as women to really understand, for those who are not entrepreneurs, to really understand how much of a strain it puts on a friendship when you are not able to respect that this person who you are so familiar with. And I think it's familiarity, isn't it?
is.
You know,
It
it's
is.
now a business person and this is their livelihood. And so you are not entitled.
But you see, it's not your friend that would put that boundary in place for you. It is you.
Yeah.
You have to even work on your personal growth. Your friend should be able to see the difference. You said you knew me. I was very quiet, like. But when it comes to my business,
Yeah, I can see you
Like-
blasting like I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
no,
then.
We are
no,
different
no.
when it comes
It's
to business.
different.
and
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
different
yeah.
it's
when,
very,
like, when it
because
comes to
this is
personal.
what my livelihood depends on. It.
Yeah.
Maybe you go to a structured work, a corporate work, and they pay at the end of the month. But this is what I do.
Yeah.
And you are going to respect me. I won't force you, but by the time we are done having a conversation, you would know
that, yeah.
that this boundary you are not going to.
I
cross.
totally get that. So another one of my friends who's also in business, Blondie, Body by Blondie. I grew up with her. So, you know, very close and very familiar. You know, and so she opens a shop, you know, and she's doing all of this, you know, all these products and stuff, and I go in there and I like stuff. You know, but I'm seeing a side of her that is different. You know, so then you realize that, okay, I'm like, okay, so how much is this? And she'll come and this is this and this is this. And I'm looking at her like, okay, all right. So this is how much. So I'm supposed to pay for this. And but I mean the points that I'm trying to make with that again is it's not even for you guys, the business people, but it's actually for us, the friends. That awareness that we should respect each other, especially those of us who are not entrepreneurs. I build houses. I can imagine if my friend came and was like, oh, Charlie, my gutter is spoiled in front of my house. So Charlie, you're supposed to give me 2 bags of cement. I mean, you're mad. Like, but essentially that's what, that's what it is. So, okay, so now that we've done the friends thing, so I think basically you guys are saying that your clients are actually better at growing the business than your friends.
And some do become very good friends.
Do you guys expect your friends to post your things, retweet, repost? Or you've gone past?
I've gone past
I've
it.
gone there again.
Because see, a stranger will hype you. I had to meet one girl in Kumasi. I couldn't believe it. Like everything we post, she's reposting every time. So one of my trips, I asked her to meet up for breakfast. Like she said, I just love go back in tea.
Wow. Okay.
Imagine if I had thousands of those.
Yeah.
You, my friend, can you be rushing to be seen?
I don't know
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
sometimes it feels like, okay, if they post or they buy from us, we are going to get more money, but it's a mindset.
I
thing, but
actually think it's something that we overlook as friends. I was thinking from the friends' perspective. I think it's just something.
because listen,
You
when
think
we
other
go to
people
the
would do
hospital,
it?
Yeah, but it's like
when we go to the hospital, we need to pay like cash, or like we are not like in a corporate world where we have like benefits or insurance or all of that. We need to work to build that insurance for our team members.
Yeah.
But if you work in a corporate environment, all these
you have all these structures set up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So look at the burden on us.
Yeah, no,
lot.
I get it. So when I was having that conversation with Evans and MFA before you guys came, he was talking about the fact that some businesses are set up in such a way, because then I was talking about partners. So let's talk about partners, love relationships, all of that. Like, the wache seller, some men will like to like date a wache seller because like every morning you get wache to eat. You date a cocoa, whatever, because every morning. What has that? I don't know. I mean, with your businesses, you're married. I don't know if you are. Okay. So between dating and being married and all of that, what has that been like in terms of entitlement? So for example, if your husband was going to a function and he wanted kente, would you sell it to him?
Oh, he has to pay. I take loans from his company and I pay with interest. What are we saying?
Yes.
Okay.
When I was opening Go Back into flagship store, I took a loan. How much was it? Between 50 to 100,000 cedis with interest. And I respected it monthly. I don't ever think I defaulted. I mean, it got to a point, wifey tips, so they had to write some of the loans off for me. But then I paid. I paid.
If they wrote it off for you,
I paid for about, I think,
Majority.
yes,
paid like
about 70%.
70%,
He will take his money. No. And so it's the
Business is
same
business.
energy.
Okay.
You want kente, unless, my dear, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
It's a gift.
It's a gift. But you can't just walk in to go by and say that it's my auntie's birthday, so I want to pick kente for my auntie. It won't happen.
Yeah.
I know you won't allow that. Don't try it. It won't happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. It won't happen.
That's boundaries.
No,
like
yeah.
that's
No, it won't happen.
seriously.
No. It won't happen. If you take it for free, I'll find a way to take my money.
From you.
Even if it's 5 years. Because, and you see, my partner is very financially calculated.
Okay.
He takes care of his finances.
Okay.
So then I would refer you to it. You like to take care of your money. Allow me to take care of my money. Because all the things I would want to enjoy in this life, they all can't come from your pocket. So allow me build a business. You cannot come and mess it up. My mom can't wake up and say she's coming to go. No.
No.
But why would you want to do
like-
that?
No, because I mean, isn't that the joy of a family business?
No.
No. Family
No.
business, we would have to sit down and structure it.
Yeah.
And we don't just pick and give it out. No.
So for example, if you were selling fried rice,
Yes.
would the same principle apply?
With the mindset that I have now, I think I would do the same thing.
Like you won't give your mother food for free.
I would give you food for free, but there's food in the house. Why are you coming to the restaurant to always come and take fried rice?
Hey,
Why are we cooking that? Because when we
Wow.
sell and we make the
Wait,
money,
anyway, you said you build houses.
Yes.
don't
Have
mind
you
anyone.
given each and every family member a house?
your partner, your man? No, anyone, no.
I
No.
mean, yeah. Wow,
No, if
that's-
you don't
that's-
set the boundaries, listen, the
Yeah.
profit margins on what we do is very minimal.
Not just the profit,
Good.
the
Like,
cost that comes
The
with
cost
this.
of production and everything, running a business generally. Look at rent.
Yes.
Take rent.
Dollars,
Yeah,
yeah.
ECG. How much is it?
yeah.
You pay weekly. You buy. Don't let me get emotional.
No, get emotional so that so that we
Before we
really
came in,
understand.
We-
we're
that's what
saying
we're
that
talking
This is
about.
a calling. Like running a business, it's a calling.
It's like every day I feel like I die small and tomorrow I'm awake.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then you, because you have friends and family, you working to go back to do any. No.
It's not that we are difficult or we are stingy, but
No,
you've got to
think
set
I
the
get it.
boundaries.
I think I get it.
Because listen, if your business should collapse today, people will laugh at you.
So you Mabel, for example, that's you said you're not married, right?
Yes.
So let's say you have started dating some, fine boy, he pulls up
Fine
to
boy.
the store.
Fine boy doesn't pay the bills.
Oh no, let me ask the question. I don't know. We can't even ask the question in peace. Like you're killing the question from the
Okay,
get go.
you finish.
What sorts of gay behavior is this? Not nice at all. Don't come and manifest here. So I mean, boy, he pulls up, whatever. But he's nice. He's nice to you. He's not like an irresponsible person or whatever. So he comes in, he sees, your backpacks, the black ones with like the material. He's like, oh babe, or like this is really nice, like it'd be nice if I had it for work. And he's not asking the price, and he's kind of like, oh, can I have it? Well, how would you handle?
It's either you're asking or you're not asking.
I said he hasn't asked.
He
He
hasn't
hasn't
asked.
asked.
Okay,
He
he's not
doesn't
asked.
need.
He doesn't need it. Because if you need it, you are going to buy it.
Okay.
Unless I want to give it to you as a gift. But even when I take it, I need to account for it. Because I would have to account to
So basically, you'll have to pay for it.
pay for it. Or account for, because we have an accountant. I need to answer for it. So I'm also answerable to somebody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So we are really not mixing the pleasure
No.
No. We
And
don't
that's
have
how we've
to.
been able to
We
survive.
don't have to.
by just not being
It's
liberal.
just
We don't
one
have to.
one of the
And
many.
anyway, it's not about not being liberal, but it is what it is. These people would go out there and pay good money to buy other things they need.
Yeah, of course.
I used to be like that. Like if somebody calls, oh, can I get? In fact, I'm eager to bring it to you. Can you take it as a gift? I've stopped because it's money that I'm taking out. If you decide to even give 2,000 kente every week, you are finding somebody to dash a 2,000 cedis worth of go back kente. How much is that in a month?
Yeah, that's 8K. It's a lot.
That's 8K. That's almost electricity bill.
So do you
And the bills will not pause.
do you pay when you for this? Do
Yes.
you pay for
Yes,
it?
there's a marketing budget for it.
Okay, so
Beginning
you
of
are
the
in
year,
the marketing
yes,
budget.
In the
Okay.
marketing budget, we put budget allowances for my clothing.
Okay.
My accountant, just like she does, Richie will sit down with you, Madam, please, this one, so that in the course of the year, you won't come and say you needed money for this because you know there was no money assigned for this project.
Okay.
Unless it's very necessary to the business. Otherwise, we are pausing it.
And I think probably with both of you, you do a lot of personal marketing.
We do.
I mean, I haven't seen you do too much marketing yourself.
I do.
Oh, you do. I haven't seen.
Maybe you haven't been on our page in a while.
Actually, yes. She's been marketing, wearing the dresses.
Really?
I saw that today, yeah.
Oh, okay.
has
Okay.
been,
No,
yeah.
I have. Okay. So both
Sometimes
of
I
you.
even feel that people are tired of seeing my face and
Oh,
hearing my
really?
voice.
Okay. Okay. Well, so then both of you do the personal.
You can't. You see, with what we do, yes, sometimes it's good to have models and it's good to have people talk about it, but you do it best. In as much as people say that you need to separate the business from yourself, people also love to create that connect, see who is behind it,
Yeah.
tell the story, be a part. People feel connected when you do it yourself sometimes. So a few times I'll stay away, but often I also show my face just to
Okay.
create that connection
between the
yes, the brand and then the people.
okay. And you do that too, because you've done, like, your face is Goba,
Yes, I'm a walking billboard for Goba.
because you're always wearing kente.
Yes.
I can't remember the last time I saw you. I know it. You also, like, you're always
I'm
wearing
wearing
your own.
yes.
Oh, you people. It's not nice. So you.
We are walking billboards.
Walking billboards for the brands. I have to show you what you can do with Kente. So always have to give that options to our customers. And they love it, you know. Some will say, I didn't think I could use Kente for a blazer or just make a skirt and wear it to work and all of that. I have to show customers
How it can be.
Yes, the varieties you can make with your
Right.
Kente.
And but you don't bring in your family to help with the branding and the advertising. Okay, it's fine. Let's move on. So let's talk about conflict in this same, family and friends and relationships, partners, children, mothers, all of that. Have you guys ever had some experience of conflict, where really putting your foot down or the boundaries that you are putting in has created a problem? Who's going first?
Yes, but we always resolve it. I remember my dad, in the beginning, he didn't understand why I would always ask him to pay for something, because when he's going to the hospital, he'll say, "Oh, I need something for my doctor." Then I'll say, "Okay, it's 100 cedis." Then he say, "Okay, I'll pay you later." And I'll go and demand for my money. But I know they always remind you that they paid your school fees.
Which they did. Yeah, and you were using his truck as
Yes,
storage and his veranda. Like, we
Business
can't
is
get any
business.
appreciation.
Yeah.
So sometimes you think about it. A few times, yes, you would pay, but a few times too, you let it go.
Yeah, I've had
You know.
conflicts. I remember a friend came to make her purchase. What happened was, when she came, the timelines for the order was quite short. So usually we would take you through the process that if you want to do a custom made, it would take about 12 weeks to get it completed.
Okay.
Now I took it that, oh, it's my friend. She said she needs it urgently. So let's squeeze it in. Let me hold on to somebody's order and squeeze in for my friend. So I told my friend I would do it in a matter of a month for you. At the end of the month, I had been updating this precious friend of mine, and
I love the use of the word precious.
precious friend of mine. So about 1 week for the order to be due, I told her that, oh dear, I know I told you it will be ready in 4 weeks, but unfortunately we couldn't deliver on time, because again, I told you the timelines for your order is 12 weeks, but we are trying to squeeze it in 4 weeks. Anymore. This girl said she didn't want the order again.
Are you
Cancelled.
serious?
Yes, because I wasn't able to fulfill my timelines. So I take the lesson in it. You're my friend, you come. I really want your business, but we will go through the system, because the relationship matters to me. I wouldn't want to squeeze myself and say I can do it in 4 weeks, disappoint you. You will never look at the fact that your order didn't come in early. You rather backbite me and say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was it like for an engagement or a wedding or for something that had a set date?
No, I think she was going to use it in 6 months' time, but she just wanted to make sure that her order is with her.
Oh, but then that's unreasonable.
That's unreasonable. But they would never remember that part. So we would go through the system. I've had a lot of issues. Even with B2B, business to business relationships. I don't like how people treat business, because I will not treat your business like that. So just don't do it to mine. But again, I will not blame you. I will put system in it. I'm always learning from my failures and my mistakes. So if I do business with you and I don't like how it's ending, I sit back, reflect, and ask myself, where did I go wrong? Okay, it is me that didn't set clear expectations. The next time you're doing business, there are expectations there. So I don't want to lose your relationship, and I don't want to mess my business up. We get to have a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
And you get to always love, admire, and respect
My
Goba Kente.
business.
Yes.
So, Mabel, do you think it's easier then, in conclusion, to just completely separate, family and friends, just almost like, stay away as much as possible? Maybe order online, maybe don't come to the store, maybe...
Oh no, come to the store, but then respect that I'm running a business.
Okay.
Yeah, respect that I'm running a business. Come to the store, we'll serve you everything, but just respect that it's a business I'm running, and this is what I live with. This is what, it's not even me. It's about the other team members. Everyone survives on that.
Yeah.
So just give me that respect. That's
Yeah.
all.
Okay, same for you.
Same for me, and I will teach you. So we'll talk. Baba, I need Kente. Oh, Animwaa, I'm driving, and really I'm driving.
The conversation starts when I'm driving.
And I would
Speak to
transfer
Alfred.
easily, with no apology. And it's not me. It doesn't mean that I'm not interested in your order. As soon as I say I move you to a team member,
Yeah.
I am on the team member because it matters to me. My reputation is at stake. I've moved my friend or a very cherished customer to you. You would have to deliver.
Okay.
And most often than not, they do an exceptional service. That I'll be delaying in responding to your messages. But whoever is
Obviously, that's
assigned
their
to
job, so
Yes.
they are on
they
there
do
all
it
the
better.
time.
I always tell my friends, if you work directly with Go Back and Say, you would know. You wouldn't even want to test me. You would go straight.
You need to go.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do a
Straight.
few messages. Vincent says, I'm an entrepreneur. When it comes to family and friends, they all pay for my products like strangers. Very simple. If you are not ready to respect my business enough to pay for it, then you are disrespecting me in the first place. Meanwhile, these same people will pay exorbitant prices for products being sold by strangers. This is one of the reasons many Ghanaian businesses are not growing. I'll have none of that. Right from the get-go, I made everything crystal clear. Yeah, that's it. Nakwesi says, when business people speak, business people can relate so well. Someone is screaming, you asked your partner to pay for your products. Business is business, people. My number one rule, don't abuse whatever relationship we've got. So, I mean, basically, what you guys are saying. So, like, there's no advantage to
strange.
marry you or be your boyfriend. Like, you won't, there's no advantage.
No.
There is. You enjoy it in the house.
But not with the kids.
No.
It's not nice. You people should stop that. Someone's asking, Animwaa, are you saying the company's name is Goba? Yes, it's Goba. Goba, just like you spelled it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that he said apart from asking Anita? Okay. All right. I think we're done. So yeah, time is, so maybe just like 30 seconds, just your closing thoughts, on the whole business, pleasure, family, friends thing.
Well, for us at MSIMS, I mean, like I said earlier in the beginning, we are grateful to all our clients who've patronized us, and had it not been for them, we wouldn't have survived 14 years. So thank you for always paying, for recommending us, and for liking our posts on social media. Just,
Keep doing it.
Yeah, keep supporting us, and we are grateful. Thank you.
All right, Baba.
One of the special moments for me is when my friend tells me that, hey, I saw Go Back and I was so excited. And people were talking about Go Back in my office, and I feel so proud.
Yeah.
So support it. Let the dream work. So that I would always make
Let
you
the
proud.
dream work.
Let the dream work.
All right.
Support it. So that I would always make you proud. Because I don't want Go Back to be something that's just a 10
Came
year.
and went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It should
want
be
a
something
legacy.
that-
And
yeah.
I would know that my family and friends want that for me too.
Yeah.
So
I love
let's
that.
make it happen. Shout out to all my customers. I love you all. Thank you.
On behalf of the friends who don't like to pay, from today we have changed.
Yes.
When we walk into stores, we'll respect that, our friends and our family members are really trying to create something for themselves. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank
for
you.
being here.
It's been
Thank you
good.
for staying tuned in. The news is coming up next. If you missed any parts of the show, it was live on Facebook. So once you go to our page, you should be able to watch it back. Kofi Afod is coming up after the news. My name is Animwaa Anim-Addo. Thank you again. See you next week at 7 o'clock. Big thank you to the whole team. Stay safe out there.